You've read the stories. You've heard the rumors. 5 men, 15 days, no sleep. But what you don't know is that it wasn't just a story. In a hidden Soviet lab in the 1940s, 5 prisoners were selected for a bizarre scientific experiment. The goal? To stay awake for 30 days, and their reward? Freedom if they survived. What happened over the next 2 weeks would shock even the scientists watching them and leave a chilling question. Researchers built the chamber deep underground with no daylight, no clocks, enough food and water for the prisoners. The gas was experimental, kept them awake, alert at first. On day 1, the prisoners were calm, talkative, interacted with each other, shared their emotional thoughts with each other, but by day 3, things changed. The men grew paranoid. Whispers replaced conversations, started to stay isolated from the other. By day 5, their behavior became erratic. They began pacing, mumbling, and eyeing the cameras like they knew something we didn't. On day 6, the screaming started. One of the prisoners started to run all over the place screaming, so loud that he lost his voice in some time. Later it was seen that due to the extreme screaming, his vocal cords were torn. The rest of the 4 prisoners were watching all this without any reaction on their faces. Then silence. No sound, no movement. Fearing the worst, the scientists debated ending the test. On day 15, when the chamber was finally unsealed, expecting the test subjects to be alive and healthy, the horror was indescribable. 1 man was dead. The others were emaciated, flesh torn from their own bodies. They had removed organs, blocked drains with body parts, and were still alive. When the researchers turned off the supply of the stimulated gas in the chamber, the prisoners started to react violently and started to attack the scientists and the guards present. The prisoners were so violent that they killed many guards with their bare hands. They tried hard to sedate the prisoners, but their body did not respond to any of the sedating drugs. Meanwhile, 2 of the prisoners collapsed and died because of their deep intents and exposed wounds. The doctors operated on them and tried to put back the organs which were exposed, while the prisoner were still awake, unsedated by anesthetic drugs. One of the prisoners died due to the heavy blood loss and most of the bones broken in his body. Another prisoner who had torn vocal cords started to communicate and smile in a satisfactory way while the doctors were stitching his body. After the surgery was completed, the prisoner went mad and angry and wrote on the surgery table with his blood that he wants the doctors not to stop cutting his body, as though it was satisfying him and comforting. And the final prisoner was quite chanting that, "I must not sleep." The researchers were shocked to see the monsters they had created. The researchers intent to continue their tests, so they sent back the rest of 2 surviving prisons to the chamber and exposed them to same stimulant gas. Meanwhile, one of the prisoners went unconscious and died. Only one of the prisoners survived. After a few days, the surviving prisoner was taken out of the chamber for further test. The prisoner was so intensified in anger that he killed 1 guard and took his gun and shot 2 of the researchers in the head. He started to scream, demanding that he should be sent to the chamber and should be awake. Before the situation intensifies more, one of the researchers grabbed the gun from the prisoner and pointed at the prisoner. The researcher stared towards the prisoner and asked, "What monster are you?" The prisoner smiled and replied, "We are the monster within you, wanted to be free from all the restraints. We are the fear which you silence every moment. We are your deepest and darkest madness." The researcher finally took the shot. The prisoner fell on the ground, breathing his last air. The prisoner whispered, "Finally, we are free from our restraints." No official record of this experiment exists. The story first appeared online in 2010 as a creepypasta, a fictional horror story. And yet, it feels real, doesn't it? Because even if the Russian sleep experiment never happened, it tells a terrifying truth about the human mind and what happens when it's pushed beyond its limit. Please like and subscribe for more updates.